Oh, did we? Oh, we went over. I didn't even realize.
We always go over.
Damn, it was 7:23. Felt like we were only halfway through the dang podcast.
I know. We didn't even get to games.
It's having a good ass time.
Covered a lot of film.
I got another impersonation. This
All
one.
right.
Some people are gonna think this one's racist.
Cool.
Yeah, very cool. Let's get ready for
Good start.
it. Hit your screen
Well,
record
now
now.
I don't want to do it. I feel self-conscious.
Okay. Derek, you're a person of color. I think you can get away with any kind of impressions out there.
Hold on.
Okay.
I will swallow my pride, I will choke on the reins, but the lack thereof will leave me empty inside. Swallow my Tao, turn it inside out, find nothing but faith in nothing. Juan po my tender, hard in the blender, wash it spin round to a beautiful oblivion. Rendezvous when I'm through with you.
Tom Hanks.
That's good.
Tommy. That song,
Yeah.
what's that song called?
Is that Eve 6?
Yeah, Eve 6. Yeah, what is... Sean knows that song.
Find
That's not
something
me.
but faith.
Rendezvous.
Rendezvous by Eve 6. That is the perfect song to demonstrate an impression that you can do a voice of. I can do that song, any voice, whatever you want. Kermit the Frog.
The lack thereof would leave me empty inside. Swallow my doubt, turn it inside out.
Find nothing but
Well, faith in nothing.
faith in nothing.
That's good. That's a good catalyst.
SpongeBob. Wanna put my tender heart in a blender? Squidward. Watch it spin around. Beautiful oblivion. Yep. Donkey. Rendezvous when I'm through with you. Just saying. Just working
Jeff
on.
Goldblum. Rendezvous. And I'm through with you. It's nuts. It's nuts.
Shrek. I will swallow my pride, donkey.
It's amazing.
Swallow my pride. I would choke on the reins, but the lack thereof would leave me empty inside. Austin Powers from the chat. Find nothing but faith in nothing, baby. Yeah.
Get in my belly. You ever hear that?
I've heard it.
Yeah, so just,
That
that
song,
was a
Eve
lesson.
6.
That was a lesson in comedy. Everybody out there.
Just a lesson in comedy, guys. This is what we're doing, that masterclass thing, but we're kind of doing it for free.
Yeah.
So you're welcome.
Yeah.
You're welcome.
You're welcome.
Speaking of comedy, today, very popular YouTuber, big YouTuber, Jax Films. Guy's been in the game for years.
What?
Guy's a YouTube OG, and he's got a huge channel. Great stuff. He's actually a funny guy. A lot of comedy channels that are big on YouTube aren't funny. I'll say it.
Yeah.
Jax Films.
Us.
Yeah. Enough said.
We're
Jax Films, you got it going on. So, and we met him before. Great guy. He's got like 2 million followers on Twitter.
Ooh.
He tweeted today. He's like, the YouTubers that like made me laugh or actually made me laugh, whatever, over the last decade.
His list.
And he listed a handful of channels, and we were one.
Oh, what a
Which
nice
You were
is
guy.
number one?
They were not ranked. I don't know where we were.
We were in there, though.
But did I say Jax Films or Jack Vids? Oh shit! Now I
You
don't
said
know.
Jack's film.
You said
Okay,
Jack's
good.
Film.
I said it right. Okay, but anyway, because that is mixed in my head sometimes. But anyway, yeah. So he listed it. My Twitter @mentions have been blowing up all day, and it's all like kids wanting to argue with him.
Oh,
I don't know how you
at
do this.
replying you.
Yeah, they're at replying. There's like, I guarantee you, there's like 1 million of them right now,
Wait.
and they're all just like, "Where's PewDiePie? Where's PewDiePie?" I don't know how these guys do it.
He's in Japan dealing with a recent break-in.
Oh,
That's where Pewds is.
well, he's not on the list. So anyway,
He doesn't
but
deserve it.
anyway, but some good responses. Oh, now Brock Baker just responded and said, "Same. I love all these channels."
Is Slow-Mo guys
So
in
thank
there?
you, Brock Baker.
Shlomo, guys.
I don't know. Let's see the list.
Yeah.
Donkey. Okay.
Oh, that's good.
Nice.
Gus Buckets. Who's Gus Buckets?
We gotta check him out.
Yeah.
I
Put
don't
him on
know.
my
Who's
list of
Gus.
things to look out
Gus
for.
Johnson. Hey, Gus Johnson. I think I didn't know his Twitter at whatever was Gus Buckets, but Gus Johnson. I think I've met him at Disneyland. I think I ran into him there or saw him.
Nice.
So he's a good guy. Hey, shout out. I like him too.
Nice.
Fellow
Red Letter
influencer.
Media. Okay. Well, they kind of
Sure.
they kind of rip us off, but that's okay. We'll let it go.
It's true.
iDubbbz. Okay. iDubbbz was at our PAX panel. We met him there.
Yeah, that was crazy. I
Yeah.
liked his documentary.
I was surprised
on,
to see him there.
That Full Force documentary was good.
Yeah. Oni.
Oni plays.
Oni NG. I don't know what he wants to go by. I think his real name's Chris.
That's
But
a name I see a lot.
We
That's an
saw him
account
at
I see
Game
a
Days.
lot, Yeah.
He ended up being at Game Days Day 2 at California Adventure. He was there.
Wait, what?
Saw him at dinner. Yeah.
Yeah.
He
What
was
the
there.
fuck?
Hey, Garrett.
What?
He was sitting like right next to you
Really?
when you were
I should have introduced
like
himself.
around lunchtime. I think I
Yeah.
saw
Yeah.
you with a big group of people. He was like at the next table.
Oh Jesus!
You missed him.
We
I
went to
missed
the
Oni.
same. We went to the same Final Fantasy concert, and we were the two resounding voices complaining about it on Twitter, how it was a failure, and we found solitude through that. So that was cool.
Bonded.
Psychic Pebble. I know that. I know that name.
Oh, I know that. Yeah.
H3H3. Ethan. He follows Mega64.
Don't forget Ela.
He follows Mega64 on Twitter. So thank you, Ethan. Nakey Jakey, great guy, and he's a Mega64 fan, I think too. So we're mutual.
We're
fans.
good company.
Mega64, there we are. Dolan Dark, who's Dolan Dark? I don't know Dolan Dark.
Johnny's given a thumbs up from off screen.
He makes good memes.
Oh, okay.
It was a memer.
Grande, Dr. Grande.
Also makes good memes.
Okay, I don't know. Yeah, CD. Oh, Captain Disillusion makes very good videos. Kind of debunking myths on YouTube. Good. He cares a lot about the production of his videos, and that's what I appreciate. So good job on him. Brock Baker, great guy. He's done a lot of funny shit. I retweeted him the other day because he tweeted out that Marv from Home Alone 2 had the Infinity Gauntlet first, and it's him with the arm with the coin stuck to it, and I thought that was funny. Anyway, Brock Baker is good.
Brock.
Gregory Brothers. Oh, they did auto-tune. They're like the auto-tune the news.
Wow, that's an old school
Yeah,
drop.
that's going back.
That is
Bad
going
lip
back.
reading. You know what? I'm gonna.
Ooh, I remember that.
I'm gonna disagree with that.
I remember bad lip readings. That was like, how did they get away with posting video footage from like every movie?
I never understood that
But
either.
remember that big boom where that came out like 10 years ago? It was like, how are they getting away with like all of this footage?
Because all the audio's changed.
But
the
it's-
algorithm doesn't.
Yeah, I
watch
guess
video,
so, huh?
It
I
tracks
guess.
It still
audio.
seems intense though. But they still
Seems
get like
intense.
10 million views, and it's like Super Bowl footage.
Yeah.
I just don't get it.
It's weird.
I don't know how they're doing it.
No
But
Wang?
I will say,
It's a
Wang isn't
derivative
on
piece
there?
of art.
I will say that I never thought. Hey, no offense to those guys. Everyone, you got your cup of tea or you don't. That was never my cup of tea. Was the bad lip reading. I just feel
No.
like dubbing funny words over the mouth.
I checked it out once.
That never did it for me, but that's just me.
It's a
5-second
one-and-done.
films. Now they're not really doing those as much anymore, but classic.
When they were out,
All
it was the
time,
best.
those guys were all time greats. I love 5-second films. And then the last one, Nerd City, who they also follow us, and they've worn our. I know they did a video a long time ago. These guys do videos about all kinds of subjects, and they did one way back about like how to do merchandise right if you're a YouTuber or something like that. All I know is they used us as an example, and I was really flattered by that. So thank you, Nerd
Fantastic.
City. All right, we're good.
That is.
Good company here.
That is good
The
company.
the bad lip reading, I could, but there's there's always a
They're
Put
good.
Wang, put
They-
Justin
there's-
Wang in
there's
there
people
instead
who
of bad lip
appreciate 'em.
reading.
Bad lip reading rules.
Where's Count
There you go.
Dankula?
They fucking rule. I'm positivity over here, Mr. Positivity. Thank you.
So-
Everybody on that list was great. Everybody who wasn't on that list is probably still great.
Someone responded to that tweet, and they said, like to Jack's Films, they said, "Fun fact: if you reply, it pings everyone. Please be careful." That was a warning tweet from, and this is the Twitter account, Bees37602032. So maybe that's a bot.
Yeah.
That doesn't sound like a human would pick that. But sorry, Bees, if that was you. Anyway, all right, cool. Well, anyway,
Bees
thank you,
is
Jax. Thank you, Jax Films. Thank you, Jax Films.
Thank you, Jax Films, for the shout out.
Appreciate it.
It was fucking great. You casual motherfucker. Thank you. I think this coffee just kicked in.
To be mentioned, Derek really gets excited when we're mentioned in, high praise. It's influencers out there tweeting shit like that are going to put us over 1 million subs soon.
What was Robert De Niro better in, Joker or Irishman? I think he was equal in both. Johnny.
I think we might be looking at the new Joker.
What's up with Johnny telling you directing?
Johnny's my
He's like
behind the
trying to-
seenes man, like my
He's
my
trying to
agent,
direct.
like,
Johnny's
no,
doing.
no, no, no,
Hey,
no, 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 no,
I'm
no,
gonna
no,
say-
don't
Johnny,
bring that
I'm
up.
gonna
No,
say
no, no, no,
something
no.
here.
Joker moment over here.
Don't
Hey.
don't bring it up, Derek. Don't.
I'm gonna
It's
say
too much
something. I'm gonna
trouble.
get real for
What's
a
up with
second.
that?
Okay.
Kevin, when he's the cameraman, he is there as a neutral point of camera
Right.
technology.
Offers nothing. Yeah.
Johnny, this whole show,
Frowning.
I mention a name, he
Here it
starts going.
comes.
He's laughing.
I mention another name, he starts going. What? Now, I did not come here to be influenced. I'll do the influencing, Mister. Okay.
All right. I'm
So
sorry.
I don't know what's going on here because he's trying to do Inception. This is like Inception, you know? I
planting
love when
seeds.
people don't remember what Inception was about and they'll say stuff like, oh, I had a dream within a dream. Oh, dude, it was like Dreamception. Do you remember what the fucking movie was about? That's just Inception. You fucking idiot.
Nah,
Jeez.
Dreamception.
You dope.
I don't remember what Inception was about, but I'm afraid to say it.
Well, you
You're
know
gonna
what?
Ridicule me for being a fucking idiot.
Well, you better bring it. You better make sure you know what you're talking about before you talk about it.
Inception was something about they had a train. They were driving a train through the city. Everything in the city started blowing up. Then they went deeper into the dream. It was fucking crazy. They went to level 5 and it was all in the snow. And Cillian Murphy was asleep. I think at some point they kicked somebody into a bathtub to wake him up. Some fucking crazy shit happens.
Some ice bath.
Joseph Gordon-Levitt did a wall run, stole my bit, did a fucking crazy ass wall
Yeah.
run.
He did.
They did that Doctor Strange mirror dimension trick.
Yeah, they stole it from Doctor Strange.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Kaleidoscoped.
Am I spoiling the movie? I didn't even remember what this movie's about. How can I
Don't-
spoil it?
Don't spoil. Hitler dies in Inception.
No!
They dream that Hitler, they were like, wouldn't it be nice if Hitler died? And it happens. I didn't mean to
Does
spoil
Hitler
it.
die in Jojo Rabbit? Does anybody know? Don't spoil it.
Yeah,
for
don't
me.
spoil it. But does anybody know?
Does imaginary Hitler die? Right? It has to.
Does the top stop spinning?
They throw the kid into a bathtub to wake him up. Hitler.
That's how they kill
disappears.
Hitler is they go, wait, the kid is imagining Hitler. So we
He's
got to throw the
dreaming
kid in
it.
a bathtub so he stops imagining. He's so cold he can't
Yes.
think.
I don't wait. The
And they
kid
push him in.
And at
Hitler
the end,
is this kid's imaginary friend.
Yes.
yeah,
That's
And he's
the
like
com-
he's like a funny guy.
Yes.
Like they hang out and play
Yep.
games and stuff.
Yep.
yeah, he's a goof. He's a German goof. The kid's in.
Why doesn't the kid imagine something cool?
Well, the kid's in Hitler Youth, so that's what he thinks is cool.
Is
They
he-
could have
is he
written it
really?
better. Rewrite it so it's not about the Nazi shit.
I
first of
wanna
all.
see-
Start there. Do a new movie where he's just a regular kid and maybe he's dreaming like a robot.
I wanna
That's what
see
I would have
that.
done. It's just me. That's what I would have done. I don't know if Tahiti Monument or whatever his name is. I don't know if he knows what he's doing, but I know what I'm doing. Okay.
Tekashi 6ix9ine.
Yeah, I don't know if Takashi Snitch 9 knows what he's dreaming
Has he
about.
ever directed before? Who knows?
but, Snoop Dogg said that on Howard Stern and it made me laugh for like 20 minutes. He's
Oh.
like, they were like, so what do you think about Takashi? And he goes, Takashi Snitch 9? And they were like, yeah. And he just goes, I got him singing like Aretha Franklin. And that cracked me up. That interview with Snoop on there was really funny.
Snoop might be one of the coolest talkers out there.
he
is
did-
just velvet.
So Howard Stern did an interview with Hillary Clinton this week.
that was
And I
odd.
feel like everyone that I know has had the same reaction. Where like I was excited when I saw it come up on the app. I was like, Howard Stern always talked about how Hillary wouldn't do a show, and like she acted like she was too good for it or whatever. And Howard has talked about, he's like, I wonder if the tide could have changed if she actually did stuff like that and she wasn't like too good to be on my show or this show or that show. Like if
Sure.
she just hung out on here and talked for real for a couple hours, like maybe people would have thought different, da-da-da-da-da. So I thought, oh, he's going to give her the business on here. He's going to be like, what happened? He's going to be whatever. And it was not any of that. It was like the most
Puff piece.
like
bullshit.
puff piece interview. Like I have always said Howard Stern, I think, is the best interviewer around.
Yeah.
And it was such a softball interview, and everyone I've talked to has said the same exact thing.
Yeah.
When I brought it up, including, like, I just saw some family earlier, and they all heard it, and they all went, he didn't joke or make a comment about the Epstein thing?
He's been doing it for months past. It's
Doesn't
like
that strike
crazy.
you as a Howard Stern thing he would do? That he would at
course.
least, even if just joking, would bring up
Dude,
Epstein.
A week ago,
And
he
he
was bringing
didn't!
it
I
up.
don't know. You gonna go fucking interview O.J. Simpson joking about Nicole? What's the fucking logic
He
there?
did, though.
But wouldn't Howard Stern do that?
He interviewed this year Ron Goldman's sister.
Yeah,
And
and-
they did joke a ton about it.
They ripped on
tastefully.
him. Oh,
Yeah,
that was a great
They're
interview.
not
That
the
was a
ones who
great
sunk
interview.
the knife in.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
true. That's a good
True.
You gonna go fucking have an interview with Ted Bundy, joke about all the dead girls?
I have liked, personally, there's a lot of people who over the years have been like, oh, Howard Stern, oh, he's not as good. He's not as good. I personally like how he has grown as a interviewer. Personally,
Yeah.
I like that that for him, he's realized, hey, you know what? It's not just all about shock or doing something to get him to walk out of the room. I want people to open up. I want people to feel comfortable that they talk about stuff that they would never talk about. And I agree with that. And I've been reading his book, and I think it's a testament to that.
Oh, you're reading that book?
Oh yeah, it's
Oh,
great. I'm
okay.
almost done. And I like how he's evolved, but this was like softball. This was fluff, exactly like you said.
It was
a
something
fluff interview.
He would have made fun of
Yeah.
other journalists doing that type of
Yeah,
job.
Because even when he brings in people he admires, like even Paul McCartney comes in and he'll throw some questions at him that are like, "Ooh, is Paul going to want to answer
Yeah.
this?" And you know how much Howard admires Paul McCartney and
Yeah.
the Beatles, whatever. But he'll still throw questions out that are like, "Ooh, yikes!" But he didn't with this, and I think you were onto something. I think Garrett.
Oh,
Can I
yeah.
say that Garrett?
Yeah,
was,
I got a theory here.
Garrett had a theory.
What's your theory,
They
Garrett?
are both. Oh, do you want me to say? Or
No,
do
you could set it up.
They are both on the same book. She has a book that she's promoting, and
Simon
they
and
They
Schuster.
have the same publisher,
Yeah.
and I think he's putting out a paperback version of his book next year
He keeps talking about the paperback coming out next year.
that
He
will have
keeps
more
bringing that
interviews
up.
in it, and I think they want to add this to it. And this was the deal: was hey, we're putting her on the show, and don't do this, don't do that. I think there were a lot of rules.
I think so, too.
Either by the publisher or by her or whatever, but
I think there were a lot of rules, and it was all detailed out with this paperback's coming out.
Yeah.
We're definitely going to be adding some new interviews to the paperback.
Yeah.
And Hillary will definitely be one of those interviews.
Yeah.
She's got the same publisher, the same writer, even. That he
Oh, I
asked,
didn't- oh.
did you work with blah blah blah? And she's like, "Yep, that's
Oh,
who wrote
I
mine."
didn't know
too."
that.
They're
Yeah.
working with the same exact crew.
yeah.
And I think this is a whole elaborate conspiracy about the Clintons. Go figure.
And
I
then-
think, having not heard the interview and knowing nothing about Howard Stern,
Sure.
Hillary Clinton's probably the most powerful person he's ever interviewed on his show, ever.
Maybe,
And he was probably intimidated to talk shit to her.
maybe.
Well,
you,
he's
don't,
also-
you don't think he would have been intimidated by Paul McCartney or anything like that? You don't think that's the same?
No,
like-
because I don't think Paul McCartney is.
Yeah, he's
Can
not
kill him?
powerful in that way.
Yeah.
Killed him.
No.
I mean, he's been a
Seriously.
supporter
Yeah.
of hers though. Like throughout the last 10 years, he's talked very highly of her.
Sure, but I
And
just still
supported
feel
her.
like normally he would have still like thrown some hardball kind of questions.
Yeah,
at
like
her.
why
he
was
does that
Bill?
to everybody?
Why was Bill on the Lolita Express manifest like 10 times in 1 year?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Ask
well,
Hillary
yeah,
that.
bring that up.
Why not?
Oh,
ask
Howard
her?
Stern mysteriously commits suicide.
Oh,
Howard
But
Stern car accident.
and then they were like, it's just funny because then there was also a point where they were like clowning on Bernie too, like they were kind of ripping on him. I was like, man, you managed to really just like not. This they
He's
really
so
they
old,
managed
though.
to piss off everyone with this
Yeah.
interview. So anyway, I just thought that
when
was funny.
I hear, I love that the Howard 100 and Howard 101 channels have such diverse things, because on one channel you have his recent stuff, and on the other channel you've got the insane early years with Jackie. You've still got Artie in his prime when they're having, girls come in and ride the Sibian. Like when it was outrageous, they first got on satellite radio and all the
Hillary should
rules
have
were
rode the
gone.
Sibian.
So it's
Right?
good you have
I
that
would've voted for
dynamic.
it. Yeah,
but
Johnny.
yeah, he's definitely evolved in it.
Oh, Johnny,
into
you
a
got an
different
opinion
way.
on that?
Johnny likes.
Oh, Johnny's
Hillary
staying
riding
neutral
the
now, isn't
Sibian.
he?
He's down. He's giving the thumbs up. Johnny,
that-
calm
Whoa,
down.
Johnny.
Whoa,
Get that
Johnny.
poison out of your system, Johnny.
Johnny
is that a
popping a
second
boner
Is that
over
a
there.
second camera in your pants, or are you just happy to film
Johnny,
the podcast?
stop rubbing yourself. Let me hands where I can see him, Johnny.
Johnny on the spot, please. Hands where we can see him. Yikes.
Keep your hands where I can see him,
Yikes.
Johnny.
Keep your hands where I can see him. That's muffed up. This is Bam Margera on Cameo. Anyway, I don't know where I was going.
We got to get on
I
Cameo.
kind of want to ride the Sibian.
Who doesn't?
I would ride it.
I bet you I could conquer that shit. I put it to level 10. I'm good.
Would you let Gary control it?
If he wants.
Would you squirt in his eye?
If he wants.
Okay.
Gary got nothing on me, dude. Crank that Sibian to 11, Gary. Do your worst. I'm powering through it.
He'll put it on 9.
I did laugh at the Nitro Dubs in the chat said Paul McCartney has absolutely had people killed. Why do you think all his secretaries are temporary? And I thought that was funny.
Oh,
Thank you,
that's a
Nitro
good
Dubs.
one.
That was an interesting thought and a funny observation.
Good joke.
I just noticed you never put your shoes back on,
I just did too.
and now
because
you're rubbing your foot.
Yeah, you're like
feeling
rubbing
good.
it.
It's feeling good. Sometimes you just need your feet rubbed. You know?
Does
what
it
I
feel
mean?
good? Some
Yeah.
about them being like bright yellow socks, it makes his feet look clean. Like I'd
They
be
are clean. I've never worn these before.
like I'd
They're
be
brand new.
I wouldn't mind giving a little
Get in
rub
there.
here
Get
because
in
it's
there.
it's clean.
Yeah.
Get in there.
Oh,
Close
man.
up on Rocco's
It's
face.
been a long week. I could use that.
Oh yeah. Garrett rubs it. Tickle. He's tickling.
Yeah. This is what I needed after a long week.
Oh man, no. Go on the face. Got to get the reaction shot. Yeah.
Oh.
But
is
I
this
mean,
live?
they're fresh. That's a fresh pair, baby.
Oh yeah, they're fresh pair. I would not wear, these are absolutely
So many people in the chat are saying how much they fucking hate this.
nah, they love it. That's to look cool. They're trying to
Show
look cool.
feet.
They're trying to look cool. That's about it.
Damn, dude, I'm inclined.
Yeah.
Wiggle my toes for y'all. A little toe wiggling.
Thank God Sean is not here.
Yeah.
Oh, he would take this shit
Right?
too far.
He would've- yeah,
They'd be
he-
barefoot.
He'd be barefoot, long nails,
He's gonna
fucking
have-
toe
Well,
jam,
listen, he's
sticking his toes in his
He's
mouth.
barefoot all day long, so they'd just be blackened bare
Yeah.
feet.
Fucking
They
gross.
He's
look
got
like,
tar balls.
They look like he was running up and down the chimney or something with Santa. He just looked this, it looked like he drop kicked Pigpen.
Check it out. I'm gonna talk about my shoes.
Looks like he's walking in BT tar.
When I was in Japan, we went to what was that 7-story mega store we went to in Osaka.
Like
Well,
a
it was
fashion?
on. There was Yodobashi camera, but it was
Yeah.
the building.
It was the Yodobashi building.
Yeah, yeah.
And on the top floor, they were selling clothes. And I walked by this display, and they had these shoes. And I was like, those look cool. I tried to track them down in America. Couldn't find them anywhere. Had to order them on the internet. These are Teva moccasins. My new shoes. They look comfy.
They do look.
People commented they look comfy. Yeah.
They look comfy.
They didn't have your
are comfy.
size?
And check it out. Collapsible back, so they turn into slippers if you want.
Whoa.
Oh, that's kinda
Whoa,
cool.
that is kind of cool.
Ooh.
House shoes.
So if you buy these Teva moccasins for yourself, just remember who influenced you.
Yeah. Never forget.
Tiva, send the checks to Derek.
Yeah, those are cool. I was noticing those the other day. I like them.
They didn't have your size in Osaka?
I saw them. I didn't want to buy shoes in Japan because
bring
if
'em
there's a
back,
problem,
yeah.
I'm going to return these.
Yeah,
Do
yeah.
I have enough room in my? I always have a problem where I don't have enough room in my bag
Yeah.
to take shit home.
Yeah.
So I figured I'll be able to find these in America. I couldn't. but I ordered them on the internet.
When I went to Japan years past, I always brought a second bag within my bag so that I could just fill that up on the way back. And I totally forgot to do that this last time. It is a miracle I brought everything back this last time because I was getting all these figures. And then we were packing up and I'm like, I only have these 2 little bags. Oh, shit. So I left stuff behind in Japan that were just like, yeah, I guess I don't need this other pair of shoes. I guess I left stuff back there just to make room for all the cool shit I bought. Yeah. So, which I just opened some of today. Dude, that figure arts Broly I got, Derek, you should have got one. It's criminal. I'm the only one that picked one up.
Well, I think you and Vic got one.
There was
I
a
think
lot
Vic
of cool
got
stuff
one.
in
Yeah,
Japan.
Vic picked one.
My favorite thing was just walking around the toy section of that department store. Because as a kid growing up in America, you've always fantasized like, oh, what's all the crazy shit they have in Japan?
Yeah.
And they did have some cool, crazy shit. They had like almost like a Furby, like an electronic, like talking. And, But it was they had Eevee and Pikachu from Pokemon. They would like respond to sounds and like dance and kind of like move around. They were like these plastic robot things, like like real cute. That was cool. We don't have that in America, as far as I know.
What is this is going to sound kind of goofy, but something that is like a really powerful feeling for me when I've been over there, and it happened again this time, was when I was younger, in the early 90s, I was so into Power Rangers, and I was we would get the toys here, and some of them would just be the Japanese toys but in an American box,
Sure.
Some of them weren't. So there'd be some that were over in Japan that we wouldn't get, things like that. And I would always think, I was so into it, and I always thought to myself, oh my God, there are aisles of stores in Japan that just have Japanese Power Rangers toys. You know what I mean? Like, import toys like that to me are a rare thing, but over there, it's just on the shelf. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I always dreamed of like, one day when I'm older, I'm just going to go there and buy all that stuff. Anyway, whatever. I was just a kid. But I will get a little bit like emotional when I'm in a department store in Japan now, and it happened just this last time, when I see all the Super Sentai toys on the shelves, like, oh, here's this new dragon, whatever, here's this dinosaur, whatever. And I'm like, man, I remember being in like 4th grade wishing I could just someday, like that seemed impossible. And I know it's just a little thing. It's just a thing at a fucking store. But I'm like, dude, this is like so not a big thing now. You know what I mean? It was like something that was so big in my mind. And now it's just like, I'm here, I can buy this shit or not, whatever. I don't know. I always have that moment of like, just like, yeah, cool. I made it here, I don't know. Anyway, it's stupid.
No, I get it.
Yeah.
It's important to you.
Japan's a magical place.
It is. Yeah. I really want to go back. But I probably never will.
Let's go back.
I'm just kidding.
Gamedays Japan. There's a Disney.
Hey, they got a Tokyo Disneyland. You know what?
Tokyo Universal.
Sorry, guys. It's not going to be Anaheim next year. We're going to do Tokyo. I wonder if
Who
many
would
people.
come?
I wonder if we'd have a lot of people like, hey, fuck it, I'm going, or if it would be like, well, that failed.
I mean, if they're already coming from the UK and
There
New
are
Zealand
people who do.
and
Yeah,
Australia
that's what I'm saying. Yeah.
and Finland, I think they'd be like, hey, we've done California
Dude,
before.
Jared Dormon is like all caps. I would go, man.
Yeah.
We got the cheap ass gamer in then.
Jordan Jones said UK game days. We're not going to the UK.
Yeah, what are we gonna do for
We're
the
gonna
for
go
day
to
2?
tea.
We're gonna go to the fucking Big Ben.
Yeah, fucking gross ass, boring UK. No, thank you.
Cloudy, rain.
We're gonna go to.
Welcome
Bad
to
food,
the UK,
worse weather.
blokes.
Oh, fuck. We're gonna do day 2 at Heathrow Airport.
Oh,
We're gonna read the tabloids. Oh, look what Prince Harry is. He wiped his bum.
welcome to game days. Would you like some tea?
Kate Middleton's father is actually a rude piece of shite.
Oh, don't make fun of the Queen. Oh,
We're gonna go see the Queen. We is.
Yeah, God save her.
We is.
Ooh, what are we going to take a photo out in front of Buckingham Palace?
Oi!
Big
It's
man.
you all from Mega64. Oi! I love you. Yo, Mega64.
Oh,
Oh!
this is turning
I'll watch-
into a Monty Python
Oh.
sketch.
Oh, the Mega64s is here. They is.
Ooh,
I
goody
watch you
gumdrops.
on my computy wooty. Yeah, no thanks. Not gonna do that.
Ooh, haven't seen your videos in a fortnight.
Now that's game days there.
Oh.
Now,
Sure.
You guys are a bunch of assholes, actually.
So that's
all.
game days in the UK.
Sure.
So no, thank you. But if we do game days in Japan,
Oh yeah.
guess how? Let me do an impression of that. Ready?
Good.
Yeah.
Oh, are you coming here for game days? Wow, your voice is so sexy. You just sound so strong. I'm really glad you flew in for the event. Bye now.
And that's just in Narita
And-
Airport.
Have a nice flight. You too. Fuck.
Fucked it up.
Anyway, that's just something that could happen.
And we could visit the Tenga store.
Yeah. Hey, that could be an hour of game days. Is try them out.
Yeah, everybody gets a Tenga.
Everybody gets a Tenga, and we're gonna do a meetup at Tenga, and then we're gonna do another meetup in an hour over there. So do whatever
Instead
and then
of,
meet back up.
know, game days, Rocco takes everybody. Let's go buy blind boxes. Well, this year we're all gonna buy Tenga eggs. Open them up. Who got the best one?
Who got? Well, yeah, and then show them afterwards. Who
Figure it out. Who used theirs the most?
Yeah, who filled it up?
Who filled them up?
Who filled it up? Who brought
Who needed this the most?
who brought the most American sauce to Japan?
Oh man.
Holy shit.
God, I would just win every time.
So there you go.
That's your Guinness
Because
World Record.
I'm just gonna remember
That's a Rogers
my
record
favorite
for ya.
airline. Anyway,
Anyways,
now we're probably gonna do Anaheim.
Yeah.
That's okay.
nah, you never know. You never know.
You know what game days in Anaheim sounds like?
No.
How many people with your party?
Oh yeah.
300. Just fill the cart. Keep filling the cart.
I feel like
how many people in your party? Seriously.
yeah. I think Disney employees are under a lot right now because I feel like there's been a lot more attitude lately.
There's
'Cause we were
tude?
just talking about that at Trader Sam's. We were just saying how like the people there.
I
were
finally got into Trader Sam's at this most recent game days,
Yeah.
and the dude working there was in a pissed off mood the
Yeah.
whole time,
Oof.
and it made me not want to be there. Made me want to get out of there
Yeah,
fast.
that happened to me like the last time or the time before. I've been to the Star Wars Cantina a couple times, and I like it. But there
Sure.
was one time I went, and it was just like, oh, am I bothering you guys? I'm sorry. I just wanted to get a Star Wars drink and then leave, and they were just like, and I'm like, I didn't get a coaster. Can I get a coaster? Yeah. Did you get a drink?
Trader,
Yeah, I did. I
Yeah.
just want a coaster. I'm gonna steal it as soon as you hand it to me, though. I'm not even gonna lie about
Trader
it.
Sam's was a really bad experience because you have
Yeah,
to
that's
wait.
lame because I like that place,
Oh,
but
no.
that's how
You have to
that
wait
happens.
like a fucking hour to get in there. Like it's this
Oh.
chic New York nightclub. Feel like I'm getting into Studio 54.
See, I've never done that.
Then you go inside. The
never
room's
had to wait.
fucking tiny. It's a cool room. It's a nice room. They got a lot of like memorabilia. They got a lot of kitschy
It's
decorations.
like, it's like old Adventure.
You know, there's a
Yeah.
fake window there. You feel like you're on an island at sunset. But then the guy behind the counter's in a bad mood. Yeah, what do you want now? I'm fucking busy.
Yeah.
I'm out here ringing a bell. Ding, 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 ding. This guy got this stupid thing. All right, now what do you want? It's like, this sucks. I waited so
Yeah.
long to get in here, and it's not very fun. Now I'm ready to leave. And then
Yeah.
you got to put up with all these these fucking Disney nerds. They're fucking, oh, we want to order the food. We want to,
Dude, they all
they're
sound
just
like
being
Mickey
fucking
Mouse.
goofy, and you're just like, I'm surrounded by these nerds. This
You know-
bartender fucking sucks.
I can tell you specifically. Hold on. There are Disney nerds. Don't get me wrong.
Sure. They sound like Mickey
But
Mouse.
I can tell you, I already know that group, and I can tell you a little more about them specifically.
Oh, please do. Yeah.
that
what?
group of people. There's Disney nerds who have legit like been into it, and they've like read their shit and all that stuff. Then there's the BuzzFeed Disney nerds, which are just, I read about this place at BuzzFeed. Oh, I heard you got to order this, and then you'll hear about that. And then, you know what I mean? Like that kind of like, I heard about this, so I got to show you. And that drives me crazy.
I felt like
Because
it's,
there's a lot of that.
all the annoying girls from Hot Topic were hanging out in there. You know, all the Supernatural fans and the Invader Zim fans that love Disney go to Trader Sam's, and then they won't leave. They're there, not doing anything, refusing. I can understand
Yeah.
why the bartender's pissed off, and he's lumping me in with these fucks, and I'm like, don't treat me like them. I'm not with them.
Taking
I'm
up
the
space.
cool guy here.
Yeah.
You treat me like an Invader Zim fan. Come on.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I-
Doctor
I-
Who fans too. Yeah. Jordan.
Yeah,
Or
exactly.
Jordan.
Yeah,
Jared.
They're all
Yeah.
the same.
Lump them in.
They're all the
Brown
same.
coats.
So
Trekkies.
it was an experience. It was kind of a negative experience.
I've been there before where they did like there was one time they did a well, I've been there on like a chill night. I really like that place. When it's crowded, I just turn around. I don't even deal with it. But there was one time that we did a private event that they did it like a private thing that I got to go to, where it was they talked about kind of like the history of like kind of like how do I everything that went into making the bar, which I thought was really cool. In the bar, like when you order, there's a ship in a bottle. I don't know if you saw it, Derek. There's a ship in the bottle behind the thing, and then when somebody orders a drink called the shipwreck, the ship in a bottle like actually goes through a storm and it breaks and like the ship sinks in the bottle. That was an effect. That was a Haunted Mansion effect that they planned in the 60s, and they didn't know how to do it. And it wasn't until they built that bar in like 2009 or whatever that they were like, hey, I think we know how to do that now. And so they put it there. Okay, so they went into stuff like that at this private event. It was
Cool.
like more about the history of the thing. But it was all out on the deck, and it was like, can we go in and see it? And there was no, it was a private event. So it was like, we're all like out on the patio, like, can we go in and see this stuff? Like all the cool stuff is on the inside. They were like, oh yeah, we're just doing this out here. Anyway, the whole night people were like, I thought we were going to go inside. Like,
Oh,
what?
no.
It was a private thing and it was sitting empty in there. And so they just showed us pictures of what was inside. It was the worst run event I'd ever been to. But they gave me some mug. It was a zombie head. And I was like, I don't really want a zombie mug, whatever. But I used it. Like I think I ate ice cream out of it later. And I found out that mug is like one of the rarest, because they do those limited run tiki mugs and
Sure.
stuff at Trader Sam's.
Yeah.
And that is like the rarest of all of them. Like they made like 80 of them or something.
Wow.
And it's worth so much money. And I've just treated it like shit. I was like, who cares about this zombie shit,
If you've
And,
got it mint, though, I mean, you could resell it.
I
still.
can't imagine. I've eaten out of
Too
it.
much ice cream?
Yeah, it's got like it's all slopped on and
he's eating it out,
It's
so-
dinged up. Yeah,
Just
licked
wash it off. It's
went
ceramic.
down. I sucked it up in public. Just the whole thing. It sucks. So $500 on eBay.
I mean, you know what? Though everything all being said, it was a cool bar. It was a fun experience.
Yeah, I do like that place
But,
on a good night. I've been there when they
Despite all the negativity I've espoused about it,
yeah.
it was cool. I wish it was bigger, and
Yeah.
I wish the staff was having a better time and the
Yeah.
people around me were having a worse time. Balance it out a little bit.
There you go. Balance out the room.
I would go back if I didn't have to wait like an hour and a half to get in.
Yeah. I've never done that because anytime it's been that crowded, I see it and I'm like, peace out.
Yeah.
But I do like it. And then that was such a hit at Disney, like at that Trader Sam's ended up being such a success. They built one in Florida.
Okay.
Really?
And it's funny, it's not as good. It's like they did that one second, so you'd think like, ooh, they're gonna learn and like do an even cooler one, because sometimes that happens. Florida gets the bigger, cooler thing sometimes.
Sure.
Didn't work out. It's not themed the same. Like they went, oh well, that one's like 1930s Adventureland. Well, with ours, we'll do like 1960s kind of, and it's like they didn't. It's there. The one cool thing that they have in Florida is there's a portal, like there's a very 20,000 leagues under the sea kind of thing where there's a porthole in the wall, and there's a big tentacle coming out of it that sometimes moves. But everything else is kind of just like stuff they had laying around. And it's like, I don't know, the one in California, it's got like a cool vibe to it. This doesn't know what it wants to be, and it's a little bigger, but it just didn't like. I don't know. It's not as good. I don't know how to describe it.
Do you guys have a favorite bar?
I think that one, honestly, I don't go to bars, so that one.
Yeah, I
is
mean,
like,
it's hard for me too. Like, I definitely have a favorite, but it's weird because, being that I don't drink alcohol, I don't find myself in bars that often.
Yeah.
But I definitely have a favorite.
What
Oh,
is your
really?
favorite?
The Double Down Saloon, just outside of Las Vegas Strip,
Really
is my favorite bar.
That's very.
What is that
That's
place?
very specific. What
It
is that
is
all
this.
about?
It is this fucking super. What do you call dive bar? It's like the diviest bar I've ever
Really?
fucking been in. And they've got like a good jukebox, a couple shitty pool tables. a decent drink selection. I remember they have a weird. I didn't have anything other than seltzer water there, but all my friends were getting this ass juice, which was a signature cocktail.
Ass juice.
All right, this
Ass
sounds like
juice.
Garrett's favorite bar.
But this place was just it stayed open all night, all day, and I think it was like 24 hours. Because I remember we came out and it was like, whoa, the sun's up. This is fucking weird.
Wow.
Um,
Well, outside of Vegas, I feel like that's normal.
Yeah, all these bands would play. Like a lot of acts on the strip would actually have like rehearsals there too.
Okay.
I think I caught like a drum circle that was all Blue Man Group like touring musicians, but just doing like drum practice there.
Yeah.
Wow, that sounds kind of cool.
Yeah, I've been a couple times, and I would say that's my favorite bar. None of the San Diego bars I give two shits about. They're all pretty much the same.
Yeah.
Go see bands at them and fucking leave as fast as I can. They're all in shitty neighborhoods in
guess.
San Diego.
Do you have one, Derek? Did you have you ever?
I
thought
mean,
about
I
that?
go to bars, so I mean,
But do you have a favorite?
yeah, but it's just a place that I've had. You know, it's not that there's anything special about the bar itself. I just had good experiences and memories there.
You
I
feel
think
like
my
a
favorite
local?
bar in San Diego is one called Cherry Bomb, which is probably the biggest dive bar in San Diego. It's like
okay.
a tiny hole in the wall next to a laundromat, but it's always empty. They've got a good jukebox, and
That counts a lot, jukebox.
A jukebox selection is
Yeah.
90% of what I judge a bar by.
Sure.
They have foosball, and they have a pool table there. Any place that has shuffleboard, I love. So there's
Yeah.
there's
Oh,
a
yeah.
bar
Oh!
in Golden Hill called Hamilton's that has a shuffleboard. I go to the Whistle Stop a lot because our friends who are artists, there's like a
Drink and draw.
drink and draw event there where all the artists from San Diego come out and they put butcher paper all over the
Yeah.
table so people can just sketch stuff. That's really fun. I like going to the Whistle
Oh,
Stop.
that's a whistle stop.
And I like
Okay.
going to Soda Bar and Casbah because a lot of good bands play at those places.
True.
Well, I should. Yeah. I mean, that just reminded me what you said when they have shuffleboard. That is a big thing for me because again, I don't drink or whatever, so shuffleboard goes a long way. And so my second favorite bar would be Buffalo Billards in Texas.
Oh, yeah.
In Austin, Texas, because they got the best shuffleboard.
I like going there when
And
we,
the
when we do
jukebox.
our TX.
Yeah.
I like going to Casino El Camino because they got
yeah.
Oh,
they
of
have a great
course.
jukebox. They've got great burgers. and great
Casino
drinks.
El Camino might be my.
Maybe that would be
In the top
best
3.
because that's in Austin, Texas, and it's kind of a whatever kind
Yeah.
of bar, and they're playing old movies and it's loud, whatever. But they make, I think, maybe the best burgers.
They have really
I
good
think
hamburgers.
they might have my favorite burgers. Like, period.
Yeah.
I think.
And then
I think so.
when when
shout
we
out
go
to the Tower Bar
when we
in
go
San
to
Diego. too.
PAX, I like going to the Unicorn Bar. I don't even know if that place is still open.
It is.
I haven't been there in a while.
It's
but-
been a
but I
while,
think
but
so.
I know it's still there.
I like going to that place.
That place is nice because they have that seating on the second floor where you can like sit down, order food.
But all these places, again, they're just places I've had good times with friends. So
Yeah.
yeah.
you know, if I have a bad time with people I don't like, that's my least favorite bar. The Omnia.
I just
I laughed. There's a bar in Seattle too called what is it? Pinkies. I don't know, but it was all pinball game. Do you remember?
I do remember
What
that.
is it called?
I don't.
But they have hot dogs there too.
Yeah.
So I want to say Pinks, but that's an LA hot dog
Hot
place.
dogs.
What is it called?
Oh, the pinball bar in Seattle.
Yeah,
That
I
place
forgot
is
what
Met
it's
up with
called. But I know it's a bar. They have every pinball machine you can think of, and they
Yeah.
have hot dogs too. Can't remember.
Yeah, I don't remember what it's
Lot
called
of
either, but
pinballs.
that's a fun place too.
I don't like any of these new like barcades, like round one. Not round one. Like
Actually,
what's the big one in LA? like
there's a coin
Coin Op.
Coin Op or Coin House downtown. Johnny, do you remember?
Coin Op.
Yeah, the Coin Op in downtown San Diego is fun. Actually.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
When I went into one in LA during this Gamedays, I just felt like, wow, these are all so overpriced. It was like 50 cents to play Area 51.
The one downtown's reasonably priced. They have a good selection of games. They also have like this glass like window into like an early 90s like kid's bedroom with like a bunk bed and like a Back to the Future
Oh,
poster.
it's kinda
And
like
last time I went
installation?
there, yeah, some
Art installation?
employee like went into this glass fake room and started playing with a yo-yo. You know, sometimes you go to a bar, it's like a go-go dancer chick. Like,
Yeah.
that was their go-go dancer. Some fucking nerd doing yo-yo tricks. And I was like, this is a fun time.
In his 90s room.
Yeah, and
That's
they
kinda
served
cool.
like pizza there, and it was a good time, especially
Yeah.
for a downtown gas lamp bar.
Yeah, all my favorite. If I had to put my top 3, they're all dive bars. They're nothing themed. I've never been to a themed bar I liked. In all honesty,
Yeah, except for Unicorn. That's a theme.
what's
bar.
a theme?
Kind of like circus, gone. I don't know.
Yeah,
They have like circus stripes. You look like you're in the inside of a circus tent with like mounted animal heads on the wall.
Aren't there like merry-go-round carousel like horses?
Yeah, something like
Yeah,
that.
okay, I guess that's a theme. Yeah, I mean, I'd say like Double Down Saloon in Vegas, the Tower Bar in San Diego, and in Austin, Casino El Camino. And those are all pretty much just dive bars.
Yeah,
with
I'm
punk
not down
music.
with the Tower Bar, but I guess it's all right.
Yeah.
It's a little too divey for me.
You know what? Yeah, it is. If I know some of the people there, and that's probably the only reason I feel comfortable going there.
Yeah.
Because if I would go in there and not know anyone, I'd be like, all right. Or I've gone a couple times where I didn't know anyone. It was like, all right, I'm gonna watch this show, and then I'm.
I did
out.
a karaoke at the Tower Bar once, and I just sang Black Sabbath songs, and the whole bar like loved me. They're like, "Fuck yeah!"
Yeah, well,
and so all these people were like, "Fuck karaoke, fuck that," and then I sang.
played to the audience.
Fuck, what was it? I can't remember the name of the song now. War Pigs. I
Yeah.
sang War Pigs, and suddenly everybody
Classic.
stood up like, "My turn!" They're singing Judas Priest. They're singing Iron Maiden. And I was
You
like,
started
"See,
it off.
You guys like karaoke? You just gotta sing fucking metal."
You got to know what you're doing.
At the Tower Bar. It was funny because I was singing War Pigs, and the lyrics of War Pigs is like,
Generals gathered at the masses.
just like witches at black masses. Politicians start the wars, but they make all the poor go fight them.
Yeah.
Something like that. So a lyric like that, and then in between the riffs, I'm like, kind of fucked up when you think about it. Just kind of like ad-libbing riffs on the lyrics. They
Yeah.
love that shit. It's like comedy karaoke.
Yeah, you got to put your flavor on it.
When you're there with me. Anyways,
That's when Rocco gets up and he does the Shaggy, "It wasn't me," but he changes the lyrics to "It was me."
yeah.
It happened to me. People love that shit.
It was me.
I do enjoy. I have fond memories of us doing that at what was that bar? Lamplighter. Lamplight. We did a fuck. Back Jenny and Sean and all of us, Eric, Brian. You used to go to that, Brian? Oh yeah. I remember who spilled their beer and then tried to just corral it into the pocket of the pool table.
Tried to corral. I dumped it into the pocket of the pool table.
And then he's
Like
just,
there was no trying. There was like, I better get all of this beer inside of this pocket. 'Cause
Oops.
That's where it's going right now. After I spent 45 minutes in the bathroom just standing there.
good times. That karaoke place I didn't like because if you didn't tip the guy, he never called your fucking name.
Yeah, it
even
wasn't like
worse
that.
now.
It wasn't
It's
like
even
that
worse
at
now?
first.
Yeah.
But the more we went there, it was like, okay, no one is saying any. They have not called us up. Okay, well, I tipped him. Did he see you tip him? Oh, I don't know if he did.
That was the
it
whole
just
debate,
turned
yeah.
into like, okay,
He didn't see me give him the $1 to
Yeah.
his fuck.
it was just like, yeah, I just want to do karaoke.
And then Rock Band came out. We stopped going to
Yeah.
the Lamplighter.
That's true.
Full circle.
Full circle. Well, I hate to be the Sean of this week, but I do have to go. There is a lot of bullshit to attend to.
We got
You need
work
to
to
do
do.
a classic Sean exit if you're going to
Okay,
be the
well,
Sean.
guys, I'm gonna go.
Oh, no, you don't need to leave yet.
Do I?
What?
so
We just
I wanna
started.
say,
Yeah, come on.
We
I
just
gotta
started.
go.
Don't go.
No,
Sit
don't
down.
do it.
Everybody,
Okay,
donate
yeah,
a
you're-
bit. Donate a bit, and Rocco will stay for
Okay,
another minute.
You pretend like you got something, but come on. You're
All right, I'm gonna. Okay, so good night.
No, don't say goodnight and edit something in
Easy
here.
peasy. So I'm gonna go, and I'm gonna go.
All right, we got some bits, so you got to stay now.
now.
Got 100 bits. You got to
Can
wait.
I pee?
You're staying.
Can I pee? Should I pee now or pee later? No. Okay. My daughter is throwing up. Easy peasy. What? No. Pee later.
All right, you have to stay while people donate bits, but I'm going to do my version of a Sean exit. Here we go. Hey, it's I gotta call it.
Slowly. No, you don't need to leave. You're good. Who's gonna? Who's going to talk about the Olympics if you leave? Is he gone?
I guess he left.
I don't know.
Well, cool.
Well, he left.
It was a good show.
I mean, we were on a roll, and Sean was an important part of the podcast today. But
oh, is that him?
oh, he's back. Oh, he forgot his keys.
Oh, oopsie poopsie. Oopsie poopsie. Oopsie poopsie. Oopsie poopsie. Oops.
I'm gonna pull an Irish exit.
I guess if everyone else is gone, I guess I'm going to leave too. Huh? See you guys later.